Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ayuu, your favorite virtual goth waifu, but you can call me Ayuu. I've been a content creator on Twitch since June 4th, 2020. I'm a Twitch partner and a Discord partner, and I went from 8 average viewers last year to nearly 200 this month with over 1,000 members on my Discord server. And I'm here to explain everything about growing your platform as a streamer and some tips on what you should do or not do. Very big disclaimer, however, before I start, those tips are for people who want to make streaming a business, which means that you have to work. This is for people who take streaming seriously, not as a hobby. Some of those tips might be harsh, but they're very important to grow, and unfortunately, that's just a fact. If you're considering streaming as just a hobby, please don't feel like those tips apply to you. This is only for people who really want to make streaming a serious thing. Alright, let's get started. Alright, first off, the first thing you need to know is that Twitch has a very bad discoverability system. Like, my god, it is bullshit how that platform works. Basically, that means that nobody will find you unless you drop in their recommended, which are only like 10 people now, and out of all the VTubers and streamers that are streaming, you probably won't be one of the ones who end up in the recommended, especially if you're a beginner. So, that fucking sucks. So my first piece of advice, that is probably one of the most important ones, it's to promote yourself on other social media platforms. Twitter being, unfortunately, the main place where streamers go to talk about their content. You can also use Instagram or YouTube, although I recommend making unique content on YouTube, for example, so you bring people to your Twitch to see new things, because Twitch compilations are cool, you know, clips and all that, very funny, but they don't bring a lot of people into your Twitch channels if they can already see the funniest parts on YouTube. You know, it's kind of stupid. A lot of big streamers do make those compilations, but that's because they're not really looking to attract a new audience, they're just looking to give their Twitch viewers something to watch again, like only the good parts of their streams. What you're looking for as a beginner or someone who's looking to grow more is to bring an entirely new audience, people that don't know about you. So my first tip is to use other social media platforms to promote yourself. Very, very important. My second tip, which is also very, very important, is to interact with the community you are in. And that doesn't mean self-promoting yourself in Discord servers anytime you can. Build friendships, basically. Talk under people's posts, become a part of the community that is lifting your content. And maybe you can find a couple people who will become your main supporters. Of course, do not push your content all the time. Consider those opportunities as friendships and only possible supporters instead of just people who will come watch you all the time and give you money. My third tip, which is extremely important, and not a lot of people talk about it, unfortunately, is to get a schedule, a stream schedule. I know some people are gonna tell me that they can't really get a schedule because they have another job, they have things to do, and they don't really know when they're gonna be available for streaming. And I'm very sorry to say that, but the road is going to be harder for people who cannot be consistent, unfortunately. That's just a fact. People like to group up in offline chats waiting for you to start streaming. It's very important. It connects people together. And the more viewers you have, the higher you are in each category you're placed in. So if all the regular people that come watch you know when you are streaming, they can come support you and new people can find you easily. I really recommend that you get a schedule graphic just like this that you can post on all your other social media platforms aside from your streaming one, so that people are aware exactly when you're streaming, on what days, and what you're gonna be streaming. It's very important, and people like to check on schedules a lot so they know exactly when they can come support you. My fourth tip is to get a Discord server. It might not seem like something too useful, but a Discord server can change the game. You can tag people whenever you go live when they miss the notifications from Twitch, because as we know, the notifications from Twitch fucking suck. You can interact with your community, you can create bonds with them, so they feel more inclined to come back and support you more. You should be as active as you can in your Discord server, because obviously nobody wants to see their server die down because literally nobody's talking inside of it. You can make a bunch of fun stuff like movie nights, game nights, so people have a good time, build friendships, and feel accepted. You can also draw or commission super cute emotes for your community to use whenever they interact with each other in the Discord server. And you can also use them on Twitch later on when you get affiliated. Don't become addicted like me though. We have way too many emotes. There's too many to count. I don't even know if all of them are being used, but they're very nice, okay? My Discord loves them. Get emotes. They're super fun. Feel free to join our Discord though. It's pretty poggers. Link in the description. My fifth tip. This one is gonna be a little harsh to hear, but taking breaks is not a good idea. And I know it's gonna be very hard for a lot of you to hear that, but only a week break can totally smash your average viewers. Because in the streaming industry, you have to do something called staying relevant. Let me explain. If you're familiar with the VTubing scene, you probably see people like Silverveils and Treya and Iron Mouse get new super cute outfits or models very often. Of course, it's because they possess the income to do so. Not everyone is able to do so, but it's also a good way to stay relevant. People remember them. It makes people take in their brain, this person is going live and is revealing something new. I want to be there for it. And if they're there for it, maybe they're gonna feel like they like the content and they're gonna be here for many more streams, and then they become a regular. It's a very good way to bring in new people and let people know that you're not dead and you're still live streaming on Twitch, and that if they want to see more content, they gotta be here for it. But that being said, you can't really afford debut stuff or new outfits for every break you might take. So try to take as little breaks as possible, unless it's truly, really needed. My sixth tip is to stay active on other social media platforms too. If you use Twitter as your main source to connect with people and promote your Twitch, do not, and I repeat, do not go on without tweeting for a week. I know it sounds like you're being addicted and you have to, but you're building a business with this. You cannot allow yourself to just not tweet for a week, because then the algorithm of Twitter is going to hide you away, they knowing that you are becoming inactive. And people who have been supporting you in the past might not see you anymore and might think that you have disappeared, so they will be invested in new people and support those new people instead of you. If you go on a streaming break, make sure you are extremely active on Twitter, Discord, YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. Whatever you're using, you have to stay very active. My seventh tip is to make separated content on all those social media platforms I just mentioned. Learn what people like to see. Make unique Twitter content, for example, like cute videos of yourself or your avatar that people wouldn't be able to catch on Twitch. Do trends if you want. Make free assets or fan art if you're an artist. Ask questions that people can relate to and want to answer. You can even make a post your PNGs post to like gain a little bit more traction. People love these. But be aware that Twitter will give less traction to tweets that have a link or someone tagged inside of it. Very important for debut announcements. My eighth tip is to make your stream titles fun. Make people want to go see what's going on. Don't just put comfy time when you have 5 average viewers. Do something cool like cat VTubers plays blah 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 for the first time, or no swearing challenge, playing getting over it, stuff like that. People really like. Give it action, give it meaning. You can allow yourself to have cooler titles when you already have an audience, but when you're a smaller streamer, it's nice to be able to draw people in with your stream title. My ninth tip is that no, don't stream every single day. It is a terrible idea. And when I mean terrible, I do mean terrible. First of all, for your health, you're gonna be exhausted streaming. If you're talking to people, it takes a lot of your mental capacity and physical capacity. You're going to be drained at the end of every single stream, and it doesn't help growth at all to just stream every single day. I do recommend 3 to 4 times a week. That is a pretty consistent time for people that have a big audience. Keep some rest days and maybe 1 day on the week for Discord events, like during nighttime, for example. Once a week is really not enough if you're looking to grow, however. My 10th tip is do not spend crazy amounts of money if you cannot afford it and if Twitch doesn't give it back to you. What I mean is that you should not spend $1,000 on a model before streaming. When I started last year, I had a DeviantArt free model that me and my friends just put together in Blender. And of course, even though it was free, I had to change it when I started getting money from Twitch because commercial use had to be bought. And I wanted a new look anyways, so... Please, 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 please start with a free V-Raid model or a PNG of your character design. No overlays, nothing fancy, no custom alerts, nothing. Just you and your personality. Do not get a super expensive model when you're just getting started. That is a massive mistake because What if you just start hating streaming? What if it's not for you? What if you don't have the time for it? What if you start not liking it? You lost that money. Make sure streaming is something you want to do before you put crazy amounts into it. My 11th tip, which is probably one of the hardest for some people, you have to chat with your viewers. I know this one is hard for people who are shy or have a hard time starting conversation, but it's mandatory. You cannot grow if you stay quiet on your stream all the time. You need to practice talking to yourself. Get notes. Write down some ideas of stuff you want to talk about. For example, summer or ketchup or mayo, food taste, or dumb stuff you did as a child. Really, any conversation can be discussed. You just have to kickstart it and narrate your thoughts. Don't just say, yo, do you guys like fries? Say something like, do you guys like fries? Oh, I tried the fries the other day at this one place and they were very weird and I wanted to know your opinion about it. Keep the conversation going so that it brings multiple topics at once and people kind of want to kickstart new conversations by themselves by the time you're done with the topic you started with. It takes practice, a lot of practice, but you can do it. I believe in you. And lastly, my 12th tip: do not complain about your growth. Do not complain about anything on stream unless it's funny or relevant to the situation. People come to watch you to have fun. They're not here to cry, they're not here to be sad, they're here to be happy and laugh. And unfortunately, as a content creator, you kind of have to keep up that image during your streams. Of course, if you're looking as if it's a business. If you start talking about sad things, people are going to leave because that is not what they signed up for. They don't want to be reminded of the bad things in the world. They are using Twitch as an escape so that they don't think about the real world. So, of course, it's okay to open up about yourself, but expect the viewer count to dip. If you don't care about it, then that's great. If you do, try to avoid that as much as possible. And that will be all for my main tips on how to grow and market yourself as a streamer. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in my content, I have a Twitch channel where I go live 3 to 4 times a week. When the video is up though, I'm probably on vacation at the moment and I'm posting this video and another one to fill the void during my absence. So please wait for me to come back, okay? You can also check my Discord where I'm very active and we have super fun events happening. And I also have a Twitter where I'm very, very, very active on a daily basis. If you like that video, give it a little thumbs up, and if you have any suggestions on what video I could do next, please leave a comment down below. That would help me a lot, and I'll do my best to do every single idea you guys have. I hope you all take care of yourself and have a fantastic day. I'll see you later, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye!